Hi, welcome to Knits Up. I'm Mindy, otherwise known as Knitter CNY. You can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as Knitter CNY, and you can find me on Facebook. You can find a podcast group, and you can also find a podcast group over on Ravelry. I hope that you guys have been having a great week. I have been, and I've been knitting a basket weave blanket, which I'm not going to show. I'll probably highlight that on Instagram. But today I'm doing a yarn giveaway. So as you know, I have about 150 subscribers as of November 7th. I'm trying to increase the number of subscribers, and we do that periodically with a giveaway. So it's going to be a short episode, just basically the rules, not really the rules, but the conditions for the giveaway. The first condition is you have to live in the United States. The prize is not that much. The shipping to a foreign country would be more than the prize is worth itself. I'm sorry if that turns you off. If you're upset about that and don't want to watch my podcast anymore, I totally understand. But we are doing that for purely economic reasons, for no other reason. Secondly, you have to be a subscriber. Thirdly, you have to have left a comment underneath this video. The prompt for the comment is, have you ever knit socks? And if so, what is your favorite sock yarn to use? If you have never knit socks before, just tell me, I've never knit socks before, don't know anything about sock yarn, whatever, So, but the giveaway is sock yarn. So if you're not interested in sock yarn, I wouldn't enter either. But if you are, and maybe you want to knit socks, but you've never bought sock yarn and you don't know what to get, I'm going to give you some basics, and they're real basic. This is stuff you can pick up at Joann's. This is Peyton's Croy sock yarn. This is Glencheck. This is a very natural colorway, sort of a brownish with gray. And there's two skeins. You make one sock with one skein, one sock with the other. And these would probably be like, my feet are a women's 10. And I can make socks with this. You may have to use some of another color for the toe or the heel. But you'll have enough to do that with what I'm giving you. So Glencheck, 2 of those. And then we have, pardon the busted label on one of these. This is Patton's Croy FX sock yarn. And this is the Cameo colorway, Cameo colors. And it's got pinks and some blues and some grays and some blacks in it. But it'll make, again, a pair of socks. And then the last thing I have for you is a mill end. Now, a mill end is at the end of the cone of yarn when you're doing big industrial skeins. This is like the leftovers of that. So keep that in mind. This colorway is Eclipse, I believe. This I bought 2.5-3 years ago at Cambridge Fibers up in Canada. And there's 162 grams here. And I paid all of $5.70 Canadian for it. This will make a pair of socks. 2 of these together is 100 grams, so you'll have 62 grams left over. So if you need extra yarn for your toes or heels at all, you can take it out of this skein. Mill ends may have knots or breaks in them. I did not find that with the other mill end that I had that was in Mexicali from Cambridge Fibers, so I wouldn't expect that it would be in this one, but you can have that, so keep that in mind when you use this. It's also Peyton's Croy. So all 3 are the same type of yarn. They're a number 1 superfine yarn, 75% wool and 25% nylon or polyamide. Yeah, 75% washable wool, 25% nylon. And so I would ask again, you have to live in the US, you have to be a subscriber, and you have to comment below. And your prompt is, have you ever knit socks before? If so, what's your favorite sock yarn to use? If you've never knit socks before, feel free to say, I've never knit socks before in my life. And I would say only enter if you really want to have sock yarn, because otherwise it doesn't make sense to just get yarn and then have it sit in a stash, because that's what this is done. I don't want it sitting in my stash anymore, so I thought I'd give some of it away. And that's really simple to do when you have a podcast. So that's what I've been working on this week, clearing out a little bit of stash. And when will I pick this? I'll probably pick this in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today. So that would be the 14th, the 21st. Sorry, November 21st. So probably the week, that's the week of Thanksgiving, the week before Thanksgiving. So the 21st. So I'll give you 2 weeks to enter. And make sure you're a subscriber. Make sure you live in the US. Make sure you leave the comment. And I hope that you guys have a great week and that you do craft something. It is good for your mental health. Have a great week, guys. I'll see you on Instagram in the meantime. Bye-bye.